What's up, guys? SoloDF back with another video here on the second channel, SoloDF Plays. Now today I'm going to be doing a video that I've been wanting to do for a while. I've never had a second channel until this year, so I couldn't really do this type of video, but now I can do this video. So we're going to be predicting the entire NFL season. I did every single game, as you guys can see on your screen. You guys can see the standings. I'm going to go over that. You guys can see the playoffs at the bottom. That'll be at the end. Also, I did the awards, so you know, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, all that stuff. I'll go over that at the end. But, yeah, you guys are going to see your team's record. Some of you may not like your team's record. That doesn't mean drop a dislike on the video, okay? Like, not everybody's going to be happy. Maybe your team should get better. They probably should, because, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty accurate. Also, you know, I'm a 2K YouTuber, a streamer. I got a lot of stuff going on. I watch baseball, but I watch a lot of sports, so this isn't what I put my full time into. You know, I'm not an NFL analyst. But this is just what I think. This is something that I want to look back at the end of the year and see how accurate I was. So, yeah, drop a like, sub up. I'm going to go division by division. As you guys can see here, I got the Ravens winning the AFC North. This is a pretty stacked division, in my opinion. Also, something I want to mention is for divisional games, let's say the Ravens versus the Browns. I mean, if you guys watch football, you guys know Ravens are going to versus the Browns 2 times a year. One at home, one away, whatever. I like splitting the games, so I usually give one to the Ravens, one to the Browns if they're kind of close in skill level. You know, the Titans, they're just way better than everyone in the division, in my opinion. So I have them going 6-0 in the division, but usually it's going to be like 3-3 if the teams are kind of close in the division. So let's start with the Ravens. If I click here, you guys can see the entire schedule. So I have them 12-5 total. We have them, I don't know, I'm not going to go through every single game. But you guys see I got them winning 3 in a row, beating the Chiefs. As you guys can see, this column. Oh, you can't see my cursor. Okay, the column on the right has the home teams. Actually, let me put on my cursor really quick. I think I can do that, hopefully. Wait, what? Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not. 1 second. Okay, no. I don't know. It says it's on, but it's not. The column on the right is the home teams, as you guys can see. So, I also favor home teams, as you guys can see. Weeks 11 through 19 here on the middle. I have like basically all the home teams winning in the Ravens schedule. So, I have them losing on the road at Pittsburgh, which, you know, I would say usually Steelers-Ravens. Steelers win 1, Ravens win 1. As you guys can see, where's the other game? Week 18, I have the Ravens beating the Steelers. Like I said, it's going to be split in the divisional games. I also have them losing to the Bengals a game. I like the Bengals. Maybe I'm a little too high on them. I have them going 7-10. We're going to get into that. But I really like Joe Burrow. I think he's going to have a really good career. I have the Ravens 9-0 at home. I like the Ravens a lot. And if you're at home and you're a team that I like a lot, I'm probably going to have you winning a majority of your games. So I have them 9-0, 3-5 away. And I have them 12-5. I could see them getting even 14 wins. I could see them 14-3. The Ravens are a very good team. The Browns also a team that I like a lot. Like I said, the AFC North is stacked. So I have them losing game 1 on the road in Kansas City. That's going to be a really good game. Probably the best game of week 1. Let me know. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention this. Let me know like what you guys think differently in the comments. If your favorite team I have going 1-16 like the Texans here on the left, then you know, let me know if you have them going 12-5. They're definitely not going 12-5. The Texans are terrible, but you get what I'm saying. Drop your predictions in the comments below. Who you have winning the Super Bowl. What I have completely wrong, comment it. Don't dislike the video. You don't got to do that. Just comment your opinion. Like I said, this is going to be my opinion in this video. But yeah. I have the Browns also losing to the Vikings. I'm just going to talk about the notable games, I guess. I have the Cardinals beating the Browns. Browns at home. That one could go either way. I could see the Browns definitely winning that, but in the NFL season, there's going to be tons of upsets. The Browns are probably going to be favored in this game. The Cardinals are a team that I like a lot, though, so I have them winning that game. And then, you know, Browns going on a nice little 5-game winning streak, and they finish 11-6. The Steelers, if you guys know me, you know I'm a Steelers fan. I'm a huge Steelers fan. I'm one of the biggest Steelers fans for sure. I have them going 10-7. Honestly, before I like picked every single game, I thought that the Steelers were like a 9-8 team, maybe 8-9. But I feel like they're about 500, maybe a little bit better. So I was thinking 9-8, but they actually ended up being 10-7 once I did all the games. I had them losing to the Chiefs. I had them losing one game to the Ravens. Oh, that's actually a playoff game. Disregard that. But yeah, I do have them losing to the Chiefs in Week 16. You guys can't see my cursor, which makes it a little bit weird, but I have losing to the Chiefs in Week 16. Vikings Week 14. Week 12, Bengals are going to steal a game from them. Week 8, Browns and Bills in Week 1. Bills are home. So I have the Steelers going 9-0 at home, 1-7 away. I do like, when teams are home versus when they're away, obviously. This is definitely more on the extreme side. It's not going to be like this for every team, but, I have the Steelers going 10-7. I think they're a solid team, good defense. It honestly depends on Big Ben. Something else that I wanted to mention at the beginning of the video, I know definitely more than like casuals when it comes to NFL, but I'm definitely weak when it comes to like offensive lines and like some coaches and stuff like that. But when it comes to like basic knowledge, I know a lot of stuff, I would say. But yeah, the Steelers have, 3 good receivers, solid tight ends. Najee Harris is, I think, gonna go crazy. So yeah, 10-7 for the Steelers. Good defense, solid team. Bengals 7-10. The Bengals are just in a tough division in the AFC North with the Ravens, Browns, and Steelers. I would be surprised if the Bengals didn't finish 4th in this division. But I have them at 7-10. Let's see here. Who do I have them beating? I have them beating the Jags. I have them beating the Lions in Week 6. I have them beating the Jets in Week 8. I have them beating the Raiders in Week 11. Steelers in Week 12. Like I said, they're going to steal a game there. Beating the Broncos in Week 15. I could definitely see the Broncos winning that. But, there's going to be some upsets, like I said. I have them beating the Ravens in Week 16. That might not happen. But the Bengals are home. And I feel like divisional game, maybe they steal that one. So, yeah, 7-10. Maybe they're worse. Maybe they're 6-11, 5-12. But that's solid. Okay, so we are about 7 minutes into the video. I'll probably go a little bit quicker than this because I don't want the video to take forever. Titans 14-3. This division is terrible. I mean, there's no way the Titans don't win this division. They have a stacked receiving core. A.J. Brown, Julio. Julio's probably going to get hurt, by the way. I feel like he is. Derrick Henry. The team is just stacked. The defense is solid, too, but it's nothing crazy. So, yeah, I have them losing to the Chiefs at home. Titans at home. And then I also have them losing to the Rams Week 9, Rams at home. And I have the Steelers beating them Week 15. Steelers are home. So, yeah, 3 losses for the Titans. I could definitely see them going 14-3, maybe 13-4, around that for sure. Like I said, 6-0 in their division. This division is terrible. I'm not going to spend too much time in this division because there's no point. The Colts are okay. They have a solid defense. Actually, let me pull something up here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I have. Okay. So the Colts are 7-10, led by Carson Wentz. I have the. I'm actually not going to go through all the games. You guys can see it. Pause the video if you want. 5-4 at home, 2-6 away. Whatever. 7-10. Jaguars 4-13. Just not a very good team. They have Trevor Lawrence, who I think is going to have a really good career, but he doesn't have any help. And Etienne, I think that's how you say it. He just had season-ending surgery, so that doesn't help. So yeah, the Jaguars 4-13. They're bad, but they're not as bad as the Texans, who are 1-16. The Texans are awful. I think they have Tyrod Taylor at QB. They just don't really have anybody. They don't have J.J. Watt. They don't have Hopkins anymore. They don't have, Clowney. All these players they used to have that were okay, that would kind of keep them in games, they don't have them anymore. The Texans are terrible. So I have them beating the Jets in Week 12. Honestly, they could go 0-17. I would not be surprised if they went 0-17. This team is terrible. Actually, let me just pull up their depth chart really quick, just to show you guys. You guys probably don't care, but let me just talk about some key positions. So QB, Tyrod Taylor. He's definitely one of the worst QBs in the league. Starting QBs. Phillip Lindsay, running back. He's nothing crazy. Brandon Cooks. He's been on like every team in the league in the past decade. When is he going to stop changing teams? Brandon Cooks, they got Chris Conley, Kuti, and then their defense is just, pretty bad. Whitney Merciless, Vincent Taylor, Jordan Jenkins, Zach Cunningham. There's a bad team. There's a bad team with a bad quarterback. let's move on to the AFC East. So I have the Bills 14-3 winning this division. I think there's really no doubt the Bills win the division in my mind. Maybe Patriots or Dolphins, get a hot streak and get close. Maybe they win the division. I just feel like the Bills, no doubt, going to win this division. I have them losing to the Chiefs in Week 5 and the Titans in Week 6, back-to-back games. Then they have a bye, and then they just go on a tear. They're going to win like 7 games in a row, lose to the Patriots at home. I feel like the Patriots, they have Cam. They have some players. They're nothing like they used to be, but they have good coaching, so that's going to keep them in games. I have the Patriots 8-9, as you guys can see. This is the schedule if you want to pause it or whatever. Kind of just splitting a lot of games. 4-5 at home, 4-4 away. So, yeah, I feel like the Patriots are like a 500 team. Dolphins also like a 500 team. Tua at QB. We're going to have to see how that goes. And, yeah, Dolphins, Patriots, I have them both going 8-9. Now the Jets, in my opinion, are the worst team in the division. Wilson at QB, rookie QB. I have them starting off 0-4. Yeah, Jets 4-13. They're just not a good team. They're just really not. Maybe I'm even being generous with 4 wins. I could even be generous with that. I don't know. Next up, Chiefs 14-3. We all know the Chiefs are just loaded. They've been in back-to-back Super Bowls, I believe. Chiefs are just insane. I have them losing Week 2 to the Ravens. Ravens at home. And then they just win a lot. They're going to go 10-2, losing to the Raiders Week 10. They did lose to the Raiders last year, I'm pretty sure, 40-32. I don't know how I remember that, but it happened. And I feel like the Raiders, divisional game. Raiders beat them last year. They could definitely steal a game here. Raiders at home. And then I just have them winning a lot of games. And yeah, 14-3 for the Chiefs. Broncos are a team. I have them 11-6, as you guys can see. They're a team that I like a lot. They have a really good defense. Hold on one second. Let me just pull it up. So I have everything. But, yeah, they have Drew Lock. That's really their only true question mark. And I believe in him. I don't think he's, like, insane, like a top tier QB, but I feel like he can get the job done. They have a really good defense. Chubb, Miller, good offense. They got Jerry Jeudy, Melvin Gordon, Cortland Sutton. They're a team that I kind of believe in. 11-6. Maybe I have them with too many wins, but, maybe I'm overhyping them a little bit. But 11-6 for the Broncos. I believe in it. I have them losing to the Steelers, Browns, Chiefs, Bengals, Raiders. And yeah, okay, so 11-6 Broncos, Chargers. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm not really editing these videos. I don't really edit my videos on my second channel. I just kind of post them. So, yeah, there's going to be no edits. You could probably tell we're like halfway through the video. Chargers, I have 8-9. The Chargers are a team that I have a lot of question marks with. Herbert looked really good, but I just don't know with this team. So I have them at 8-9. They have Eckler, they have Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. The defense is good. They got Joey Bosa, Chris Harris, Derwin. But I don't know. I have them at 8-9. They drew the 8, or no, that's not a. Never mind. Disregard that. Disregard what I was about to say. Let's see. Yeah, so they're versing the NFC East. I have the Cowboys beating them in Week 2. I got the Ravens. I just think they're like a 500 team. Nothing special. 500 team for the Chargers. Raiders 6-11. Again, they're an okay team, but I just don't think they're a playoff team. I got the Ravens beating them. Let's actually go over the games that I have them winning. So I have them beating the Dolphins in Week 3. I have them beating the Eagles in Week 7. Giants in Week 9. Again, stealing a game from the Chiefs in Week 10. Beating the Washington football team in Week 13. At home, of course. I wouldn't have them win that game if they're on the road. Raiders winning Week 16 versus the Broncos. So, maybe they get only 5 wins or whatever. But 6-11 I feel like I could see happening. Now on to the NFC. And again, once I finish the NFC, we'll go into the playoffs, which I already have the bracket. Then I'll do the awards, and that'll be it. So, Packers, 12-5. I like the Packers a lot. This is Aaron Rodgers last year with Green Bay. Same with Devontae Adams. I'm pretty sure they're both leaving. They said, what was it? Was it like the last dance or something? Something relating to Michael Jordan. They both posted it. So I'm pretty sure they're leaving. This is just like their last try with the Packers. So I have them 12-5. The Packers are a solid team. They have a solid defense, solid offense. Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers. I have them starting 5-0. As you guys can see, I have them beating my Steelers. I have them beating the 49ers on the road. And then they kind of start losing games here. I have them losing to the Bears, the Cardinals, and the Chiefs. So they're going to go 1-4 in this stretch. Also have them losing the Rams and the Ravens. The Packers, I'm not going to lie, I have them at 12-5. That might be a little generous just because they have such a tough schedule. If you look at the schedule, I mean, they play the 49ers, the Steelers, the Bengals at home might be able to put up a fight, the Bears, Washington, Arizona, they versus Kansas City, the Seahawks, the Vikings, the Rams, the Bears, the Ravens, the Browns, the Vikings. Like, it's just a tough schedule, in my opinion. The Packers drew here. I still have them at 12-5, though. Bears 8-9. They're not a team that I like a lot. I don't like them at all, actually. Justin Fields, like, I don't really believe in him. You can remember this. I don't really believe in Justin Fields. A lot of people do believe in him, but I don't. But they have a solid defense that'll keep them in games. I have them at 8-9. I was actually making this whole schedule with Vortex, if you know who that is, and Luck DF. And they like the Bears way more than me. So they might have convinced me to have them with a better record. If they weren't there, I might have had them with only like 6 wins. But 8-9 for the Bears. We'll see what happens. They have a solid defense, like I said. Keep them in games. But I don't really believe in them. So we'll see what the Bears do. Also, something with the NFC you guys are going to notice once we get there. The NFC West, my face cam I think is covering it. So I'll talk about it when we get there. But the NFC West is fucking loaded. Like, it's just stacked. You guys will see. Okay, I don't even know where I was. I think I talked about the Bears. So Vikings 7-10. The Vikings are a team that, honestly, I like the Vikings. Like, as a team, as a franchise, I've always been a fan of them. Obviously, I'm a huge Steelers fan. But Vikings are probably my second favorite team if I had to pick one. I just liked them for a while. Cousins. They got Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Thielen. They have a solid offense. Their defense is okay. 7-10. They also, let's see, they have a pretty tough schedule also, which is going to hurt them because they're a solid team. Just drew a tough schedule. So I have them at 7-10. Now the Lions, they're 2-15. The Lions are just terrible. They're really bad. I just want to pull up their, let me see something. Okay. Let's go here. 2-15. So I have them beating the Eagles at home. Lions home, beating the Bears. Divisional game. I feel like they'll steal a game there. I don't like the Bears that much. And I think this is a Thanksgiving game, actually. So that'll be interesting. But they're just bad. Like, Jared Goff's the QB. DeAndre Swift is the running back who's okay. Their receivers are Tyrell Williams, Rashad Perriman, and then I don't even know how to say this. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's how you say it. Those are their receivers. They have Hawkinson, who's good. Not the best O-line. They do have Sewell. And their defense is just really bad. They do have Jeff Okuda, but one player is not going to save the defense. They're just a bad team. 2-15 for the Lions. Bucks 14-3. I like the Bucks a lot. They have an insane receiving core if you guys haven't seen it. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Antonio Brown. And then they also have Gronk. Tom Brady's the QB. Like, the Bucks are going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be a solid team. They have a really good defense also, which is another reason that I really like the Bucks this year. I have them 14-3. I have them losing to the Rams in week 3. Rams are home. And then I have them losing to the Bills. Bills going into Tampa, beating them. Maybe that's one of the upsets we see this year, like I said. Some of these games, like, you have to predict some upsets. The Bills are obviously a really good team, though. But I would say, as of right now, the Bucks would be favored in that game at home. And then week 18, I have them losing to the Panthers. I just think they're going to bench a bunch of players because they're 14-3. They're just blowing everyone out in their division. So I give the Panthers a win in week 18, assuming the Bucks bench their players. Christian McCaffrey just goes crazy. Actually, I don't even know if he'd play, but probably. And so, I just have them losing that last game. Still, the 1 seed in the NFC, even if they lose that game. So, 14-3 Bucks. Panthers 7-10. The rest of these teams in the division are just not good. The Panthers, they now have Sam Darnold, just not good. I have them starting out actually pretty solid though, 3-0. I have them winning week 5 also. So 4-1. I have them losing the Cowboys. I have them losing the Vikings. They're just not really a good team. Now we have the Atlanta Falcons. I have them going 4-13. Falcons and Saints, they used to be good, they're not good anymore. They have Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, and that's really it. I mean, their other receivers are Russell Gage, who's nothing special, and Olamide Zaccheaus. I don't know who that is. Maybe he goes crazy this year. I don't know who that is. I don't even know if I'm saying the name right. They have Mike Davis at running back, and then their defense is just not that good. So 4-13 for the Falcons. They'll probably win a few, but 4-13. Saints 3-14. They have Jameis at QB. Also, they're gonna have Taysom Hill in there. They're just not a good team. They just have Alvin Kamara. Michael Thomas might not play a game this year. He probably will, but there's a chance he might not. Michael Thomas, he's almost turning into like an Antonio Brown. I'm not going to get into that. But 3-14 for the Saints. Their defense is just not good. They just have Alvin Kamara. So they're going to win a few games for sure. I have them beating the Giants. I have them beating the Cowboys and the Panthers. So that's that. Next up, let me just see where my face cam is. All right, so you can see this. So Cowboys, I have winning division, the 4 seed in the NFC, 11-6. So let's talk about the losses. Actually, let's just talk about the notable games with the Cowboys. I'm not a huge fan of the Cowboys. I know a lot of people like them. They're definitely going to win games. They have a good defense, good offense too. I'm not a huge believer in Dak, but again, I was making this whole schedule of Vortex and Luck, and they love Dak. So, yeah. They definitely convinced me to have the Cowboys winning a few more games than I probably would have had them. But Cowboys 11-6. I have them losing to the Bucks. I have them. Let's talk about the notable games for sure. Cowboys over Patriots. That could be a Patriots win for sure. I have the Vikings beating them. I have them beating the Broncos. Chiefs beating the Cowboys. They honestly don't have the toughest schedule. I have the Cardinals beating them in Week 17. Cowboys don't have a tough schedule at all. 11-6. Again, I'm going no edits, so got to take a breather. It's been 22 minutes straight of talking, but we're good. We're good. Okay. Washington, I have at 8-9. They could definitely make the playoffs, but their offense kind of scares me. They have a really good defense, though. Defense, like the Bears, going to keep them in games. I have them both at 8-9. Maybe the Bears, maybe the Washington football team make the playoffs. We'll see. But I have them both at 8-9. You guys can see the schedule if you want to pause it. Do I have them upsetting any teams? Let me see. Or beating any really good teams? Not really. I mean, I have them beating the Cowboys in Week 14, but I feel like their schedule is mostly, how it should be. There's no crazy upsets. And maybe I'm just missing them right now, but yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on them. Eagles 5-12. If there's Eagles fans watch this video, I was going to say I'm sorry, but Eagles fans are usually toxic, so I don't know if I'm sorry. The Eagles are just not that good. I do like Jalen Hurts. I will give him that. I like Jalen Hurts, but the rest of the team just, I don't know about the Eagles this year. I have them 5-12. Giants, Daniel Jones. I kind of do like Daniel Jones. Saquon Barkley coming back off an injury. I feel like he might get hurt again. I don't know. He's just kind of injury prone. They don't have a good defense. 3-14 for the Giants. I have them beating the Eagles in Week 12. I have them beating the Panthers in Week 7 and the Falcons in Week 3. I feel like that's kind of fair. Maybe they get a few more wins. Putting them in the 3-win category, I do like them more than the Saints and the Falcons and the Lions, who are also with like 3 wins. But I think it comes down to schedule with the Giants, and I just don't like a lot of their matchups. 3-14 for the Giants. Next up, and this is the weird part because my face cam. So let me just move this over for now. Actually, is this going to be in the way? We'll leave it there. You guys can see down here in the bottom right, I have all 4 teams in the NFC West making the playoffs. The Rams, the Cardinals, and the 49ers, and the Seahawks all making the playoffs. Now, if you're still watching, comment below. This will also show me who's still watching the video this far in, because it's a second channel video. There's probably not many people still watching, 25 minutes into the video. Who's the worst team in this division? The Rams, the Cardinals, the 49ers, or the Seahawks? I would say Seahawks, but it's tough. These are 4 really good teams. You know, saying a Russell Wilson-led team is the worst in a division is crazy, but NFC West is crazy. Probably, yeah, it's the best division of football. I also like the AFC North with the Ravens, Browns, Steelers, Bengals, but that division is ridiculous. So, for the Rams, I have them losing to the Seahawks in Week 5. Like I said, I'm going to have a lot of splits. So, yeah, you can actually see division in the bottom right. All of the divisional games in the NFC West, I have 3-3. They all went 3-3 in division, so they're all just splitting. I have the Rams 8-0. You guys can see here in the middle right. You can't see my cursor, but Rams 8-0 at home, 5-4 away. So, Rams, another team that I like a lot at home. They have Stafford now. I think they just have a crazy offense. 13-4. I have them winning the division. Cardinals, the 5 seed, first wild card team, 13-4 also. I like the Cardinals a lot. The Cardinals are going to be really good. With do I even have to get into it? Like, the Cardinals are just insane. They added they added J.J. Watt, they added Hopkins. They're just going to be crazy this year. James Conner too, to help. But I have them losing Week 1 of the Titans. I have them losing the Rams in Week 4. Where's the other Rams game? I have them beating the Rams in Week 14. Like I said, they're going to be splitting. So, there's that. I have them losing Week 9 to the 49ers. Week 11 to the Seahawks. But, yeah, the Cardinals are definitely going to have a really good year. 13-4. Maybe I went a little too high on them. Maybe they're more of an 11-win team. But when it came down to the schedule and picking each game, I had them at 13-4. 49ers 12-5. I have them losing to the Packers. I have them losing to the Cardinals in Week 5, and I have them losing to the Seahawks in Week 13, Titans Week 16, Rams in 18. Something else that I want to say is, what's the AFC team? AFC North. So, this division here, the NFC West. Wait, hold on. Okay, never mind. Okay, so yeah, they drew the AFC South. That's actually a bad division. Never mind. But since the NFC West is so stacked and they verse all these teams 2 times a year, they have a bunch of tough games. So it was hard to pick, but I just ended up splitting pretty much all the games there. What team did I just do? I think that was the 49ers. Yeah. Seahawks 11-6. I had to pick a team that's going to be the worst. Seahawks was that team, 11-6. I have them losing to the Titans in Week 2, 49ers in Week 4. Steelers in Week 6. That one might be a little biased. I don't know. The Seahawks could definitely win that game, but the Steelers, I wouldn't count them out. I don't even know if that's biased. Like, I just like the Steelers Week 6. I was doing this with Vortex and Luck, like I said multiple times. They're both Seahawks fans, so they were yelling at me. But I believe in the Steelers. They're also home. There's going to be, I think, Sunday night game. Middle of October. I'll definitely be watching that game and talking shit to them for sure. I have them losing the Packers Week 10. Packers, in Lambeau, Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be a close game. Seahawks coming off a bye too. I have them losing the Rams in Week 15. Cardinals in Week 18. Okay. That's it for the regular season. And actually, you know what? Before I get into the playoffs, let me do the awards, okay? Here they are. My awards. Let me put this back, actually. Okay. Bang. My awards, I have them in a notepad. MVP, Josh Allen. Someone's going to get it. It's probably going to be a QB. Might be Mahomes. Might be, I don't know about Tannehill. Tannehill has a shot, but I don't know. I'd rather have Josh Allen or Mahomes. Lamar Miller, maybe Baker. NFC. Rodgers has a shot at it for sure. I think he got it last year. Brady even has a shot at it. I don't like Dak. He doesn't have a shot at it because I don't like him. Because I said so. Watch that come back to bite me and he wins MVP. Shit, we'll see. But, Wilson has any of these NFC West teams, QBs have a shot at it too. But, you can't actually see because my face cam. The NFC West teams, bang, there they are. Rams, Cardinals, 49ers. They have a shot, all those QBs. So Josh Allen, MVP. Offensive Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey. He's just really one of, if not the only option on the Panthers. I would be surprised if he got less than 2,000 combined yards, receiving and rushing. He's probably going to get he's so good. If he doesn't get hurt, plays all the games, he's probably going to have 1,300 rushing and 700 receiving. 700, 800 receiving. He is a dual threat. He is insane. He's so quick. I have him as Offensive Player of the Year. Touchdowns, he's probably going to have 15 touchdowns. He's going to be insane. TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year. I'm pretty sure he got robbed last year. I think they gave it to Aaron Donald. Maybe I'm wrong again. I didn't fully research everything in this video. I'm not an NFL analyst. I'm pretty sure Aaron Donald got it, though, and stole it from TJ Watt, who should have definitely got it. TJ Watt is insane. He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Najee Harris again, sticking with the Steelers. I don't know if I believe in these QBs. A lot of them are playing on bad teams, too. Trevor Lawrence, they might give it to him if he has a crazy year, but I don't know. I don't really believe in the Jags. And if the Jags go 4-13, I don't know if they'd give it to him, maybe. So Trevor Lawrence is probably my runner-up if they don't give it to Harris. But I just think Najee Harris is going to rush for 1,200 yards, probably get 10 touchdowns. And yeah, Pat Surtain, the second Defensive Player of the Year for the Broncos. Also, when I was making this, Jay Fratto, you guys, I don't know if you know him, Jay Fratto was in there. Vortex, a lot of them were just set on Pat Surtain. I was kind of unsure who I'd give this award to, but they definitely wanted Pat Surtain to get it, and he's probably the best option. So Pat Surtain, the second Defensive Player of the Year. Comeback Player of the Year. I wanted to go Saquon, but again, the people that were in my ear were telling me Dak, and they might be right. As much as I hate the guy and I hate the Cowboys, Dak coming back, they're probably going to give it to a QB, but if Saquon stays healthy, I think Saquon gets it. If he stays healthy for the full season, I give it to Saquon. He's probably going to get hurt, though, so it's probably going to be Dak that gets Comeback Player of the Year. Now, finally, let's go on to the playoffs. Hold on. Drop a like if you guys haven't already. Sub up, turn my noties. Also, I'm going to have to do NFL season. I mean, not NFL, NBA. I'm going to have to do the NBA predictions soon before 2K22 drops. So I might have to do them a little bit early, but I want to get that out of the way. Also, I might do MLB playoffs. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But here we go. Here's the playoff bracket. Here it is. You guys can see it. I have the Bucks winning it all. I mean, that's probably what you notice right away. But let's go matchup by matchup. Steelers-Titans. Now, probably 85% of people would have the Titans winning this. The Titans are going to be at home versus the 7-seeded Steelers. But I'm a Steelers fan. I believe, this is a solid matchup. We have a good defense. If Julio's hurt, which, I don't know. You can't really bank on injuries, but he's really injury-prone. We'll have to see what that. Derrick Henry's going to be tough to, play defense against. But if Big Ben is on his shit this year, which he's looked solid in preseason, I think the Steelers have a shot this year, and I have them upsetting the Titans. Broncos Bills. I really like the Broncos this year, like I said, but the Bills are just insane. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, they have a insane defense. I just think they're too much for the Broncos. When you match them up, the Bills are just the better team, and they're home. Give me the Bills over the Broncos. Next up, Browns-Ravens. I have the Browns upsetting the Ravens. Ravens are going to be home. When you really line up the teams, they are both insane at offense, insane at defense, and I don't know. I'm just feeling the Browns. It all comes down to Baker for me because I don't know what to think of Baker. Is he a top-level QB, or is he just, another QB in the league? That's going to be something that I'm going to get determined this year by the Browns and by Baker's play because he's really been questionable throughout his career, to me at least. But when it comes down to it, I have the Browns winning that game. A lot of people probably have the Ravens, but I want Browns. Next up, Seahawks Rams. It's going to be a really close game. It's going to be really tough, but I just think the Rams get it. The Rams are at home. They have Stafford. They have a really insane defense. Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. It's going to be a close game for sure. Probably a field goal game, but I got the Rams winning that. I just feel like Seahawks don't have the DBs for that. They have Jamal Adams, but the cornerbacks are just bad in Seattle. Unless they trade for somebody, it's just bad. Packers 49ers. I have the Packers winning this one. I just really like Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones. I like the offense in Green Bay, and Green Bay's a team that's burned me a lot. Same with the Saints when they had Drew Brees. I would always, whenever I did a playoff bracket, I would always have the Packers going mad far and the Saints going mad far. They always just didn't do it for me. And maybe I'm holding a grudge, but you guys can see I have the Rams beating the Packers, so I don't have them going too far. But maybe that's because of like how they've burned me in the past. I don't know. Moving on to the next game, Cardinals Cowboys. I have the Cardinals winning. I like the Cardinals a lot. Cowboys, I don't really like them. Maybe I'm biased because I just don't like that team in general. But I have the Cardinals winning that game. Next up, let's go back to the top. So Chiefs, Steelers. I mean, I'm a Steelers fan, but let's be honest. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, like, you just line up the teams. The Chiefs are probably, they're a better team. You know, I'll give it to them. Big Ben's like in his 40s. The Chiefs are a better team. The Steelers have a chance for sure, and I'm going to be rooting for them for sure if they get into this situation, but I have the Chiefs winning that game. Bills, Browns. I actually had the Browns winning this when I initially did it, but then I came back and I was like, the Bills are just insane. This might be Josh Allen's year. This could be Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs is one of the top receivers in the league. They have an insane defense. It's going to be a really close game, Bills, Browns, if that game does happen. I could definitely see it going either way, but I give it to the Bills. Down here, again, Rams beating the Packers. Close game. I could see it going either way, but I give it to the Rams. Cardinals, Bucks. I mean, the Bucks are just insane. I've already talked about them earlier in the video, but I gave the Bucks the win over the Cardinals. So now, AFC Championship, Chiefs, Bills. A lot of people are going to have the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again. But I decided to change it up. I decided to give it to the Bills. You know, I think it could be Josh Allen's year. This could be Josh Allen's year. He could win the Super Bowl, but I don't know. You guys can see I have the Bucks winning. I just feel like the Bucks are too much all around their defense. They got Brady. I know he's old, and I'm a Steelers fan, so I kind of hate him, but you got to respect greatness, you know. He is a cheater, but he's still that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's still that guy. The receiving core is insane. They have a good defense. So yeah, you can see I have them beating the Rams and then beating the Bills. So I have the Bucks winning the Super Bowl over the Bills. We might see the rematch, Chiefs-Bucks. Could definitely see that happening, but I was looking at the Chiefs' defense, and I feel like they're missing some people. Again, I'm not an NFL analyst, so I don't know, like, oh, they lost this guy. But their defense didn't look the same. I think they might have lost a few people. And their offense, I think they lost a receiver. I think they lost like Sammy Watkins or something. I think they have like Pringle as one of their receivers now, which he's nothing crazy. So I got the Bills in the Super Bowl versus the Bucks. Bucks winning. What do you guys think of my predictions? I'm definitely going to come back to this video at the end of the year. Maybe I'll react to it. I probably will. I feel like that would be fun to react to my predictions. I mean, this is kind of a long video. 38 minutes. Who's still watching, bro? Like, I'm going to follow back some people on Twitter. If you're still watching this video, you either just really like football or you like my content. So comment your Twitter at and just say 38-minute mark. Say 38-minute mark at and then your Twitter in the comments, and I'll follow some people back. But yeah, I'm going to do the NBA predictions soon. Let me know what you think of my predictions. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.